I'm about to explode, adding to the CSI caseload. Drop the beat like you're spinning at a rap show. Use a stone hoe so we can start the week grow. Then cue the intro, let D and H flow. Hello gamers, this is D and H, and welcome back to Agrarian Skies. So this is probably going to be a quick episode. Hopefully you saw the time lapse where I built this lake. I'm liking it. It's pretty good size. This is going to be called Sky Lake. In fact, let me go ahead and name it right now, I guess. Just to kind of show you, let's see, Sky Lake. Perfect. Why is that on the ground? Is that a thing? How is that a thing? Sorry, that was kind of weird. Yeah, that was what I was looking for. Okay, so the point of this video, though, is I'm gonna talk about something a little different, and that is how to diagnose lag using Opus. So basically, I had a lot of lag on my system, and so I had a lot of lag problems on my system. Blocks were just not breaking. Animals were like just warping and not really moving and that kind of thing. It had, chests would take forever to open, and it had really started to be like completely unplayable. And in fact, while I was building the lake, the last parts of the time lapse, it was really like, basically it had become like, I hope I don't have to break a block because that is just going to take forever to do. So I needed to figure out how to find the lag and to get everything working on the world. Now you can do a command that's /COFH space TPS, and that'll show you like if the lag is in the overworld or in the nether or in the end, and mine was definitely in the overworld. So, but to really get a sense of what is causing that lag more specifically, you need to run something called OPIS. So, in order to do that, you have to make sure that OPIS is enabled in the mods section. So if you go to like the Feed the Beast launcher, you can click on in the Feed the Beast launcher, for the client to be enabled, you click on the button Edit Mod Pack, and you can click on the Opus listed on the right, which is the default for Agrarian Skies, is that it's not enabled, and you click on Enable in the Feed the Beast launcher. So that enables you to load it up. Now I used my D&H Gamer when I was running Opus because I have it in creative. It's the one that I use for the camera. It's the account I use for the camera. And basically I think you have to be in creative. I don't know, or it helps or whatever. So anyway, so then you open up into the map, and to run Opus, you type /opus in the chat, and it'll bring up like a control panel in a different window. And that'll show you some things like tick or ping graphs and that kind of thing. And then in the upper right-hand corner, there'll be a button that says Run Opus. If you click on that, it'll take a while for the progress bar to go. I'll speed up parts of the video so you don't have to sit and watch. But once that's done, you just kind of have to click through the screens, see what numbers are showing a lot higher than other numbers, and then, use Google or whatever to find fixes for those things. Now, in my particular world, you'll see the ME controller was taking up a lot of more time than other things, but, not too bad, and there's not a lot you can do about that. Cows and animals were taking up a lot of time. Again, not terrible. But the thing that was really taking up multiples and multiples time more than anything else was the thing called the thermal expansion grid tick handler. So again, Googling that'll give you information about it, but basically it's anything that's from the thermal expansion mod can be registering in that. So you notice when I go to the chunks, the most laggy chunk is the one with the animals. And then the next couple are in areas where I have a lot of machinery running. Now the animals I'm not really that worried about because, I mean, I've had worlds where you have like hundreds and hundreds of animals and it's not really a big deal. But, you know, and there's not that many animals in that pen. So, you know, I wasn't that worried about that being the problem. But basically, that was really where I started. So, the first thing I did was capture 4 of each type of animal. And I'll show you here in my chest. I now have 4 cows, 4 sheep, 4 pigs, and 4 chickens. And then I killed all of the rest of the animals and I destroyed the pen that was there. So, you know, just to kind of clear it out, it's not really a big deal because I have plans for the animals, you know, having a different area for them pretty quickly. But it also didn't really help the lag situation. So, you know, like I suspected, that wasn't really probably the problem. But, you know, you have to kind of work through things when you're trying to diagnose. So the next thing I did was I went to the cobblestone generator area just because that takes up a lot of space and everything. And I put barrels down on top of the item ducts. Now, item ducts are thermal expansion mod. So I was a little worried about item ducts and the basically the cobblestone generators had a lot of them there, and I wanted to make sure there wasn't just like a ton of cobblestone hanging out in each one of those. So I would plop a barrel down and they would fill up, but not terribly quickly, not like instantly fill up 64 stacks like there's a bunch of cobblestone bouncing around in them. They just kind of filled up at a rate which the generators would probably fill them anyway. So yeah, I didn't really figure that was the problem. I tried one on each one and it really didn't do much of any, you know, really fast filling up. So, I mean, it was pretty fast just because there's a lot of cobblestone generators there, but not unreasonably so. So that's fine. I didn't really worry about that. And I went on to the next area, which was the pulverizers that I had installed. Now, I went to my pulverizer area, and instead of trying the barrel thing, I just sort of, you know, right-clicked on the thermal expansion item ducts with a wrench to break them. And this just had them releasing like a ton of stuff, and there was tons of lag in the video. I'll probably again try to speed up the video because it took forever. But basically, to short and sweet answer was it spit about 150 stacks worth of gravel or sand or cobble or dirt or dust rather, all out from about 14 pipes. So all of that stuff was just sort of bouncing back and forth in those pipes. And once I got that all cleaned up, which took a little bit of time, my lag problem was fixed pretty much instantly. I mean, you know, there were other things, again, looking at Opus that I could fix or work on, but I mean, I have no visible lag. So like if we come back right now and it's even raining right now and blah, 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 like I can break blocks and, you know, doing that same demonstration. I mean, yeah, there's nothing there. Chests, everything open instantly. So, clearly that was the problem that was going on. So, yeah, I could worry about fixing every little other thing, but I'm not really that worried about it. So, but yeah, I wanted to make this video just because I did a lot of Googling. I did a lot of looking around, trying to find a good information on how to fix the lag. And that was sort of what I went through, how I dealt with the problem. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of information. Hopefully you're enjoying Sky in July. I will make this a Sky in July video because I think it's important and I think it's good. Even though it's a short video, it's chock full of information. Hopefully you liked my time lapse of Sky Lake. Hopefully you're liking all the videos I'm bringing you. I have a couple more in the works. I have things that I'm working on right now that I'll show you in the next video. And, and I have a kind of a special Sky in July video that I'm going to bring out. I'm not entirely sure when, if it's going to be the end of July or sometime in the middle. I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, look forward to all that. I am going to go. And as always, gamers, have a good evening, day, and night. Minecraft, time-lapse, mob traps, world maps, cat naps, rap tracks, perhaps. You'll tune in and watch the hijinks, and if you like, click the up and subscribe links.